Hope you're able to get some sleep tonight, Nora.
Sleep. Yeah, I factored that out a few days ago.
Yeah, well, Manning. He's a felony waiting to happen. You don't get him this time.
What, I get a shot at him in a year or so?
You got a lot on your plate right now. You got Marty's trial, Matthew.
I can multitask, Bob.
You sure you have a case here?
Well, I will if I can prove that Todd's actions were directly responsible for the death of the baby.
Can you do that?
If Starr and Manning and Lee Halpern do their job, then yeah, I think I got a pretty good shot at sending Todd away for the rest of his miserable life.
My dad tried to commit suicide New Year's Eve. I'd basically shut him out of my life, especially after what he did to Cole's mom. Everyone just turned their backs on him. I basically treated him like he was dead to me, but I never dreamed in a million years that I would make him want to do that.
Hey. Whatever your dad tried to do, it was in no way your fault.
Yeah, but I didn't help. I didn't try to make his life any easier. And he wants to change now. I even saw him after he tried to kill himself. I didn't even know about it then, but he wants to make things right. Doesn't he deserve a second chance?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe I shouldn't testify against my dad.
If you weren't really together, would they be saying you're ready to blow this joint?
I know.
And they're not cutting you loose, right? You're set up with some sort of outpatient counseling, and you're good to go.
I wish I had your confidence.
Well, Sister Mary Claire says healing is a lifelong process.
She's a nun. Everything for her is a lifelong process.
Sense of humor, check.
What if the professionals are wrong?
Nobody expects you to be perfect right away. You're only setting yourself up for failure with all these doubts.
Yeah, well, you talk a good game.
Well, I'd be a pretty lousy friend if I didn't. Have a good night.
You must think I am crazy for even thinking about letting my dad off.
Well, what do you think?
He was going to steal my baby.
I don't even know how you begin to process something like that.
But you know what? He couldn't do it. No matter how screwed up he was in his mind, he loved me that much that he couldn't go through with it. And I know that he wouldn't hurt my baby. So how can I send him to prison when he's trying to change?
Well, let me ask you something. If you had to narrow it down to one thing, the reason you're testifying against him, what would it be?
It was all about Cole. Because my dad raped his mom again and got away with it. But then the more that I thought about it, it was really about Hope. I mean, she wasn't alive very long, but in the time that I had her, when I was pregnant, she was my responsibility, and I made a promise to her that I would never let my dad mess with her life like he did mine. And somehow I feel like me testifying against my dad, it's like making good on that promise, you know? It's like saying that she was here and she mattered. Does that sound absolutely crazy?
No. No, sounds like you loved your baby.
I do.
Okay, so now why wouldn't you testify against him?
I don't know.
I think you do.
Because I don't want my dad to die because of me. I don't want him to feel so sad and alone that he tries to take his own life again.
You shouldn't even be in this position.
Well, I am. My dad's nurse and I are the DA's whole case.
Have they asked anything about my mother's involvement?
Oh, Nora, the DA. She said the judge said that they can't talk about your mom.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess the reason I know my mom didn't help your dad is kind of the same reason you know your dad wouldn't have wanted any harm to come to your baby.
And that is exactly why I think testifying against my dad is so wrong. But I owe it to so many people. And on the other hand, I have 2 little brothers who still idolize my dad, and they miss him very much. How can I be the one to take him away from them?
All I know is you need to start listening to what your heart tells you. I'm sorry, I don't have better advice than that.
I can't put this on anyone else.
I think you need to start trusting yourself, because somebody doesn't agonize over something this much and not make the right choice.
I knew what Todd was planning, and I didn't know how to tell you what kind of man he really was.
So you left me at the mercy of that man.
Marty, you were so in love with him. And Todd...
What? Loved me back?
Yeah, well, he believed he did. He believed it so much he wanted to take care of you, and he would have continued to take care of you.
So long as I believed his lies and yours.
Please, I was only trying to protect you.
You? Protect me? I trusted you and Todd with my life, and you stood by and watched while he violated me. Again. Again! Why should I or anyone else believe the promises you're gonna make now?
Because I realized what I had done when I looked at that grandchild of yours and saw the dead in that hospital. I will have to live with that for the rest of my life. So, tomorrow I'm going to get on that stand and I'm going to tell my story. And it may not have made up for all the things I've done to you, but it's the only thing I can do.
You better hope it's enough to put him away for good.
We have to set up the story at the Sun, all right?
Wait a minute. What do you mean we? You don't trust me to do it myself?
No, I don't. Come on, I'll go with you. It'll be fun.
That's all you got?
That's it. I'm cleaned out.
That would very last me a week.
So cut back.
How about I just cut out the middle?
I don't think so.
Come on. I'll still buy from you. I just need a little extra this week, all right? We're with the trial and everything.
No, I feel you, bro. But no way am I giving up my supplier's name. I'm just trying to stay healthy here.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to make do with what you got.
I wish that I could just skip tomorrow, wake up, and it'd be the next day.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, really.
My dad's whole future isn't in my hands. No one else's. Not even his.
Hey.
Hey.
Something happened?
Just came from seeing Janet. Lee, Halpern.
You okay?
No.
You want to talk about it?
Hey, you ready?
I'm all set.